Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Atlanta Braves. Okay, Singy, we're in for a treat today. The home run streak this dude is on, remarkable.
Seriously, Boog, he's been playing like Freddie Freeman in the 2024 World Series, seeing the ball right out of their hand and making them pay game after game.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and starting this one, Chris Sale. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. One away.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count, he's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Down the line, and that drops foul. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Throw on to Olson, and they get Adames for the out. Back at Truist Park, and on the hill in this one, Logan Webb.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Hard hit left side. Jump throw across his body. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Albies with a homer in his last game. Fought off foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. The 0-1. Just missed.
Outside.
2 outs, bases empty. And that's off the inside edge.
You got 2 balls,
And the count 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Marcell Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball that's outside.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Atlanta. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's Elliot Ramos. Sale back to work. Sale, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. More than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Acuna after it. He makes the grab. 1 down. David Fry, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Harris has a beat on it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
No score here in the second. And that one hammered. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Chopped out in front of the plate. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Matt Olson.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
The pitch. That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
One out, bases empty. Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2. fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Orlando Arcia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Fry. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Atlanta draws first blood with a solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Fouled off left side. And Sale deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. Not close with that one. 2-2. And that's their first base runner of the game. Now it's Tom Murphy.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, no outs. And digging in for San Francisco, Herrera Encarnacion. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, tries to get back and save. Now, Tyler Fitzgerald. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. 2 down. And up next for the Giants, Lawrence Butler. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is out of play. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Harris batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That catches the corner. De La Cruz aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. And it's fouled away. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Low throw, pick, he's safe. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Doubled his first time. There's the strike. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Ozuna stands in now and watches strike one. Outside with a breaking ball. Ozuna looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game. That clips the corner.
You know, Boog, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tied Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tied Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off.
3 hits in the inning, but and we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Willy Adames. Swinging a foul out of play. And he gets tied up right there. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. He was a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. And a rope into center field, base hit.
He was all over that one. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Sale delivers. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
On a line out towards center. Harris hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Chapman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Going, gone. Matt Chapman bops one out of here. His 28th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
So 2 down, Nick Senzel digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1's the count.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom 4, here's Austin Riley. close one doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
This to third, and foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Olsen, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
One down, base is empty. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. One down. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Here's a 1-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Olsen, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Orlando Arcia. Grounded out his first time up. And a strike in there.
0-1.
Bounced out to short. Adames slings to first. That's the inning. Braves strand 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fastball is outside.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Sale ready. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Lawrence Butler, the next Giant to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. That is officially the most stolen bases ever in a... Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Save! And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the Giants back here in Atlanta. Now it's the DH, Brian De La Cruz. Laser, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a chopper. Chapman. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 1 for 2. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1. Runner on the move. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Stays alive. Pickoff throw. Harris dives back in, but they got him.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. Out of here. Into the planter. Out in center. Home run. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Up the middle. Senzel. Whips it to first. And Acuna retired. That's the 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game. Back after this on the show. Back at Truist Park, stepping in, Willy Adames. Sale back to work. And that's fouled off.
All these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ripped to short. Gets it to first. And they get Adames for the out.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Ramos up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's 2 away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fry at the plate now. That's ball 1. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. And that'll do it. Nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. And a quick out, number one. Here's Austin Riley. And that drops in for a strike. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Ball one there. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Outside low, ball two. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Ball one. Just missed.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Throws to first in time. And Olson is set down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Sean Murphy. That one catches the corner for a strike. Runner at second, two down.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and two strikes. On the ground to the left. Chapman. In plenty of time to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So one hit is all they... Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Raisel Iglesias.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. And now
Olson over to Arcia. That's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So here's Murphy now. 0 for 2 in this one. Pinch hitter coming on. Patrick Bailey.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A 2-run blast. And they add a couple more. It's 4-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
Ferrara Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. Line drive, base hit. So back to the top of the order. And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 for 3. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Albies. Over to first, safe. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 63 gets handed the rock out of the pen. He comes on for the 35th time this year. Lawrence Butler, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 with runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Rudder goes again. There's a ball, and the throw's offline, safe at third. To third. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
In the dirt, but kept close. Movement in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Jimenez also getting ready. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Rudder takes off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Here's a 1-1. In the air, right field, Encarnacion on his way over, makes the catch. And there's one away. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Brian De La Cruz. He's 2 for 2. And that misses. 1-0.
That's ball 2.
The Braves trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Albies, the next to hit, takes outside. Rip to third. Chapman over to first in time. And Albies is retired. And that is that. One left for Atlanta, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for
it. In the air to left center, Ozuna sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Slapped foul. And 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Back now of the 8th, Randy Rodriguez.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Chapman over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Just missed. The Giants leading by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Two outs, runner at first. And the batter now, Matt Olson, right through there for a strike.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Softly hit to third, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Braves strand 1. They trail at 5-2. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Now it's Nick Senzel. So now a pinch hitter, Brett Wisely.
Now looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
Jimenez back to work. And that drops in for a strike. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Lined into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's one down. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ozuna should have it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's two down. Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Olson hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's Sean Murphy. Ryan Walker comes on trying to close it out.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
Just missed. Hard hit, right side. One up, one down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Orlando Arcia. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The Giants trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. The Braves down to their last out. Now it's going to be Brian De La Cruz. Inside, just missed. The Braves trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, and it's through for a hit. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Ball 1, no strikes. Fastball for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Off the mark there. The count now 2-2. De La Cruz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. 3. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.